I'm going to dispense with the introduction for now. I would say that it's pretty crazy out there in internet land. I don't know. I kept having issue trying to do anything on my phone. It kept restarting, and then I got hit with a software update, like almost back to it. I don't know if it's a scam, somebody's scamming me, but it looked like they updated the software and I didn't get the update, or they just realized it. Again, I'm part of, I guess, some of the knowledge base. All our phones are on networks, and if they detect something, they could update a software pretty quick. Especially right now, I'm sure they're scanning softwares and operating systems for leaks and hacking points. This looks like I don't know why the volume's up that high as far as. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's what's going on is I'm trying to use this new device, and it's not that it lacks volume. It's just if I turn it up too loud, the noise gate that's online isn't going to block all the erroneous sounds when I'm not speaking. What up, Sheriff Lady Man? Oh, Lady Man. Ooh, hey. I don't know what you want to be, but be what you want to be. Voila. Voila. So they used voila on Jerusalem Post. Now we're all going to use it because we have to be like them. But I didn't say earlier on Lowe's, I didn't buy the half-inch pipe caps from them because I had already purchased the dowels, and that was enough payment. So I said you don't have to, pay them back by purchasing that here for twice the price of Menards or something. A little crazy here, and we're at Lowe's or outside Lowe's. Actually, what's this intersection? I don't even know. Oh, they're doing construction, so the signs aren't here. What is this? Oh, this is Black Bob and Lowe's exit road where the light is. Neil is. So again, the whole thing's failure. So we're not going to glorify the idea that we're now going to kill other people and succeed. See, that's what's wrong with the mindset. It's not Jewish and not scriptural to be the way you all are, even if you own all the synagogues. And again, Rabbi Jesus in his oral Torah addresses such a fact. And maybe if you paid attention to him, Rabbi Akiva, Rabbi Shimon and his son may not have had such a bad time. Yeah, I was just speaking to the spirits earlier, and maybe anybody that has a camera outside my apartment watching me. Rabbi Shimon lived a pretty bad life. So again, don't glorify yourselves with when you have money that God's, you're in favor with God because you have money. Rabbi Shimon and his son lived probably the only people that lived a worse life than I did. That were somebody as far as scripture Judaism. Well, I am Raziel. There's no doubt. But again, I give you the freedom to say, well, he's Raziel today. Maybe there's another Raziel somewhere. Well, God laughs at that, really, because Raziel is actually a small name compared to my other names. That's what God says. Because I'm known in other parts of the existence. I'm a spirit, I'm a voice. So a lot of people know Larry. And there's people in history that knew Larry. They just didn't know which Larry it was. I'm Larry Great, not Larry Fine. More than fine. Stooges. Well, God does it again, because I don't take it and lord over people and overpower people with it. I attack the evil, metaphysically, but I don't. I don't use it to oppress. Only because of God. Again, it's a long story, but I've said it a million times. Because I believe I don't have any capabilities. If I believed I had capabilities, then God couldn't do this. It's all God. Again, when you watch somebody ride a bicycle or ride a skateboard, that's God. They block you from it, or you could do it. You could have a 90-year-old woman on a skateboard today and skateboard like she's a 10-year-old kid that's been skating since they were 6. You ever see those people play guitar from 6 years old and they're like amazing? They're 10 years old. They're like, like Jesus Christ. Why did I say Jesus Christ? They willed it. So again, if you didn't understand what's going on, even though it seemed like I freely said it, they willed it to be Jesus Christ instead of gonna her or something like that. They're busy making you be upset about me being knowledgeable about Christianity and Jesus. I was actually there. Satan taunts me, but I can't tell when I'm there. It may be after this life that I actually go back in time and I'm there with Jesus. Yeah, I'm there. Don't. I'm not telling you you're not there. Okay. I'm not telling you that you don't like have a spirit that's there. So go away. That's what they do all day. Oh, you weren't there. Because no, we're not there. No, I have spirits actually speak to me from the future. And they say that actually everybody does get back to God, but I don't know when that is. Could be a trillion years. Now, here's the weird part. I brought this up before, and a lot of people probably haven't heard this or don't remember it. If you if you look at everybody's life, generally the longest life is what 120 years old. I mean, the Bible does speak about older years, but I believe that's something different. I believe they miscalculated something, right? How they considered time in Abraham's. It could be months, lunar cycles instead of years. Like, if you study language, it shifts like that. I forget what I used. It's on my Facebook. I use the exact terms that they used to describe what that is. It's a linguistics term. So living 900 years may have been 900 months or something like that, or 160 years is 160 months. The question is, how long? How long did Laban? Actually, it had to be because it said children, right? It doesn't say one child. Right. Laban and Jacob. Healed in the name of Jesus. Whoa. God's very angry. I have to go down this way a little bit. Something's going on up this way, especially spiritually. Actually, I can't turn home right now. All right, there's an accident here, it looks like. Healed in the name of Jesus. Whoa, shut up. It's a lady and some man. I know we have an accident just short of Neiman on 135th, traveling east. Sure, they called somebody. Whoa. But it must be up ahead, whatever it is. Because it must be to chase it this way. It's an entity of some sort. Like if you were all Christian, like if all the big Christians were focusing on me right now, I would be saying things that weren't Christian. But so again, when you look at the Hamas, that's possession, that's spiritual possession. It means they were cursed, and obviously, all the big Jews cursed the Palestinians, and they cursed them as what? To be terrorists. Now, I'm not sure, but I think Mrs. Adelson got the message in the mind. I've been putting all the information out. There are people that get it in the mind, but they don't say anything because they'll be killed. Right. Or somebody around Mrs. Angels. She has advisors. I told them to be careful of what they're supporting because it's the they're all the deep state now. And that's it's Nazism whether they're going after Jews or not. Again, it could be multiples of things in the mind, not only me. But you can't be just like I'm Jewish and that's the only thing that matters. You can't be like that. That's not being chosen. It's being an asshole. It's probably why they put him out, right? But Hashem agrees with me. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for Hashem. You see all these people that die when they do this to them. So it makes them so mad. And then like their families start dying. And they go, hey, more! I gotta be like, what's wrong with you? I mean, what's going on? What spell they're using right now is they're trying to like put into the mind the same thing it was 10 years ago. Like today is the same as 10 years ago. It doesn't matter that 10 years were wasted and he was tortured for 10 years, another 10 years. That's what they're trying to do. The reason being, remember I explained to you how Earth is screwed up? Well, it worked previously. They could just do a do-over all the time. But the do-overs are done, man. I'm 59 going on 60. Do-overs are done. And you shouldn't have been allowed after I was 40 anyway. Somebody's 40 years old, you don't get to screw their life. F you and F your families. You don't like that? Oh, that's too bad, all of you, because that's what works. And God's going to use what works. If your planet lives by the F, then God will destroy your planet by the F. Thank you, Larry. This place is nothing. Nobody. No place. It's a joke. The entire planet's a joke. It's a piece of shit. All right, where's this thing? Okay, yeah, the crane's got a little suicide on it. Somebody may have called, like prayed. Right. Sounds like a Catholic. They were saying suicide. Construction zones will back up traffic, and they'll have these cranes. And if you look at it, if a lot of times Satan works through those for suicide. When John was around, I don't know if Jonathan Luna had killed himself yet, or was it, or it was I think it was before. They were putting that thing around me. So the ones they were using around me are the ones they used in Oklahoma City, which were called link belt. So what do you think link belt is? Suicide, right? There's a lot going on that causes suicide. A lot of visuals, hidden visuals. And again, possessions of the mind. So again, if somebody's a criminal, if somebody's Hamas killing people, it's the same as somebody committing suicide that's, somebody that's a big charity person or something. Again, you have to neutralize your minds like that. I mean, obviously you're human, but again, when you get to the mix of it, if you understand how it's happening, then it'll all settle down. What is that, a Maserati? That can't be a Maserati. What is it? Did they upgrade those? Remember the Maserati was a Merak or something? When I was a kid, I had a little Maserati Merak. But then they like fizzled out. They became like sedans or some shit. But again, they're disparaging. They're not disparaging. The disparity in wealth and poor people. I mean, God's very, very angry. And then people like me that need the money to get everything done that needs to get done. Okay, this person, I don't think, but Colorado 376 QHP. Well, I put my right turn signal on. The person like jutted out to turn two, and I just stopped and stayed in the lane. And then the person followed through and turned. That's I wasn't intentional, but I've done that before. When you want to see if you're being followed, you quick put your turn signal on and turn. And then if somebody zips in behind you, you know they're following you generally. 100%. But you can't like be slickster about it and then do it. Just actually be stupid and let people follow you, then do it. Like they're trying to actually will me to make the right. It doesn't look like a vehicle that would be following me, but it could be. I mean, people are wacko, right? Like all sorts of Nazis out there. So I guess what I had, okay, there's two crosses and they definitely look like crucifixes. They're telephone poles, but they look like crucifixes. So again, the crucifix has information. Uh, we know that Jews were crucified. Again, this whole thing about anti Catholicism or anti Christianity, it gets in the way of that rabbinical movement during that period of time, the crucifixions and all of that. Well, Jesus and Paul were really a form of, Kabbalists. Right? But again, the Kabbalah that exists today is what's left. It's what took over. It isn't all that there wasn't every Kabbalist wasn't into that like, specifically. Jesus' system, Rabbi Jesus has a system of good works, but again again it's in the Torah. Right? The heart triggers the good. Your good works aren't worth a shit if your heart's a bullshitter. You can't engage in fraudulent charity and get credit. Again, that's what Rabbi Paul was speaking about. But he wasn't speaking about getting credit. He was just kind of speaking about charity. You actually have to do the charity for the right reason. That's where I scored. That's why God, I don't know what part God was able to find me. I guess God came here and found me, like Mount Sinai kind of found me. Mm. So when I was in Egypt, I climbed Mount Sinai twice. Isn't that weird? I wasn't intentional. I just did it because God had me do it. I mean, I was asleep, so I didn't know that that's what it was. But God says God marked my entire life. They're all bullshitters. Like why like answer there is an answer, why wasn't I on the Gander Newfoundland plane that crashed, when we flew out of the Sinai? Because I had work to do. The other guy was pretty much done. And he was ready to go. But when I woke up, God said, like, don't listen to them. You're not going to hell. You're going home 50 different ways. And this is before I knew anything. All this stuff I speak to you about, all the triggers in the Torah and the Bible for salvation, I didn't know anything about that back then. None of it. God just actually said to me a statement and said, you're going home so many different ways. It's not even funny. I said, don't listen to them. I don't know anything. And that's like 20 years ago. Thank you, Larry. So one of the things we do work on, because it's one of the communities that's lost touch with God, based upon those that are with God, pushing them away. It's the LGBTQ community and the trans people, and particularly trans women. Uh, there's a reality to it. So again, when you see a trans woman, there's a chance that person was supposed to be a man somehow, or maybe be a woman in a woman's body. I can't tell you the ins and outs exactly of all of it. All I know is it happened because of a certain will that exists on the planet that goes against God's will, but it's not them. In other words, it's not their fault. They're allowed to be whatever they need to be to feel comfortable, within reason. They're not supposed to kill people. And that's the point that God hit home, that if they weren't trans, They might have so much spiritual difficulty because they didn't fulfill the curse enough that they would become murderers and things like that. It's a curse to be a trans person. I mean, it's so difficult. It's not even funny. I mean, some live fabulous lives, probably better lives than life than me. But it's just you gotta take. Some are natural, but most are taking hormones. It's a very difficult thing. And that's another part of it that I brought up, that hormones, even cross gender hormones, can cause a euphoric feeling. So you could be addicted to the process. And again, hormones, and I believe that's the answer anyway, to find out what hormonal differences are occurring, if there are any. Because again, birth gender hormones might be the answer for some of them. Okay, God says it's up this way. It's over. It's in Missouri. Whatever caused that accident. It travels. It's a big O. So what am I supposed to see here? Okay, he'll. What's Freddy Krueger do? He murders, right? I think Freddy Burger, but Freddy Krueger murders, right? Yeah, Spirit Halloween. Yeah. Okay, so he'll mind possession into murder, violent murder, actually. And I guess all violent, all murder's violent, but gory murder. Okay, they rob their vision, so restore people's vision so they can see. Rob vision, or rob sight. He got created all this so I could drive past us and get all the cues. I don't see anything else. I have two CF T00, but it says two like TOOO. So two spit curse CF. It's an F. T0. Okay, so heal that. They're cursed. Blue River. That doesn't sound good. It sounds like Red River. I gotta heal that. Involves them killing police officers. Thank you, Leonard. Because we're working through it. All right. It looks like some of them are going to be, what I was speaking about earlier, the murder suicides, Holmes Road, Lockwood, nothing there, Cleveland, nothing there. This guy's irritated behind me because I'm not speeding. Oh, now he's going to get in the right lane while I try to get over. Yes, go off and speed. Yes, go ahead. I don't know if I supposed to exit there or not. Okay, something just came up, but it doesn't have to do with that. I don't think. Runaway trucks. Let's heal that. When you do that, somebody could find a mechanical failure that they couldn't see, and you know how you look for something that's right in front of your eyes. Same thing with mechanical failures. It's a spirit. You're possessed not to see it. God, they robbed your sight. Lost. That's it. I got to spin around or go in the wrong direction now. I had to stay lost and go in the wrong direction until I figured out what it meant. That's how God works. Because they steal the communication. Okay, prospects. No, I can't go through there. Stop telling me to go do the wrong thing. Get rid of that thing. That may be the thing that caused it. It just told me to do something that could have caused an accident. So something was in their head, made them feel comfortable with the wrong maneuver or something, or going too fast, or tailgating, or whatever it was. And now it's trying to attack me. So it is over here. What's over here? Is this like Amazon or something? What is this? No idea what this is. Is this a penitentiary or something? What is this? Office building? I gotta investigate this. I gotta figure out how to get over there. Larry. Bots Road. All right, that means something. All right, prospects. Isn't that like something? Is that fraternity? Those are called plebes or pledges or something, right? Right. Who's a prospect? That's a biker gang, right? Yeah. If it's a biker gang, let's heal that. Because they're gonna do something as a prospect, or maybe kill their. Every once in a while, they kill their prospects, don't they? Because they believe they're something like a snitch or something. All right. So this is a strange road. Now I got to figure out what this is over here so I can heal it. I don't know what it is. It looks big. Okay, yeah. Some of what I'm hearing is from the Project Blue Light people. They're not necessarily seen. Again, the majority of extraterrestrials are spiritual. I don't know if there's any physical or not. I can't tell you for sure, but I know there's a whole bunch of spiritual. We're in a physical world that has a spiritual world running side by side. So when the Native Americans start with Mother Earth and all this, well, that isn't here. This is a different plane of existence. Where Adam and Eve were created, it's a different plane of existence. That's where Mother Earth is. So like Turtle Island, that's not here. That's the spiritual side of this location in a different plane of existence. This is actually a hell. Thank you, Larry. All right, it's got the word over here. What does it say? National Security Campus. Heal, name of Jesus. Heal. Maybe it came from over here and caused an accident over by my house. Or apartment, should I say. All right. Heal the National Security Campus in Missouri. Thank you. This whole area. Oh, it's horrible. Something's going on here. I think. Building trust. There's a lot of cues here, but I can't see them, so you have to heal this here. Now something's up here too. This whole area is big. A lot of people don't get in here, probably that are healers. Right. And if they do, they don't think to heal it. It's very dark here. This reminds me of the courthouse I worked in. A very evil place, filled with demons, spiritual demons at least. Thank you, Larry. What is that? Just heal it for now. Ooh, I feel like it feels like Halloween around here. Heal in the name of Jesus, lady. Look at Larry. Okay, people that are around here, again, you don't know it, but there are people like right here that are everyday people that don't work for national security. There are national security people inside. So they do things. and but they're effed off. So you have to heal everybody around here. So drive around the communities around the site, like, and then heal these people and heal the community. Maybe you'll get new people moving in that can help keep it clean. The whole spiritual world, it's people aren't being paid anything really. What is this here? I can't tell what this is. Heal in the name of Jesus. Like that's these people over here. They're like inside people. They may not even know. I didn't know anything. I suppose the other day you were like in CIA. It's like almost the day you were born. And maybe back in time too. I don't know if that was them. That's what happened to my father. My father never got because he was in somehow. Again, the same thing that's going on here. So again, the heart is the trigger of the majority of it. Okay, so I got to get back the way I came in, but I'm trying to figure out what this thing is. All right, DWIs, heal that. Some of your people are heading for DWIs. Again, the same thing as what's his name? The attorney, government attorney. It was like some party they go to, like Oktoberfest or something. Heal in the name of Jesus. All right, did this take me back around to the highway? All right. All right, we're gonna go this way. All right, I think we got it. Now, what is this? This isn't where I came in. Okay, yield here. It said IA 140. I don't get that. 100%. But it doesn't say IA. It says 2140 or something. 140. That's right. 100%. And Bridge work where? All right. Drugs. Heal that. Drug use. Let's get your kicks. 66. Get your kicks. 66. What would that mean? Get your kicks on Route 66. What does that mean? I don't even know if I'm going the right road. I have to get back to that spot if I can. Because I'm going to heal it again. You can send a message in government speaking about healing your work and healing your workplaces. And, hopefully somebody figures it out. No, it's sick over there. No, if I knew anything, I wouldn't have stayed in that workplace. Now there are people that left after, a few years. They were like out of there because they knew. All right, who's this here? Okay, so there's some strange. I don't know. It could be a cop. There's some like I can look at a car, and sometimes you see a law enforcement credential, right? But I don't know if it's real or Oh, that lady, it's kind of dark to be working there. Heal the Cloverleaf Apartments. They could be some of our people, even though they could be like the most screwed up people you've ever seen, getting drunk all day because that's where they put good people. Okay, road lawyers. So again, one of the issues is some of that. Again, is this it here? I think this is it here. So again, drinking and driving, inattentive. Uh, and it's where am I? This isn't it, is it? Where's this take me? Let me go over this way. I have no idea where I'm at, really. Thank you much. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get back to that place. Right. Unless I drive the other way. Okay, it says no outlet. Okay, yeah. So again, that's a bad sign. So you have to heal. You have to heal that place and the people in it. Okay, exit 176. That's very important, isn't it? And people that know me, Calvary University, True Value. Thank you, Lawrence. All right, some of it's pedophilia curse. Heal that. Speed limit 10. 10 or under. Thank you, Lawrence. See, God set this all up. Thank you, Lawrence. And then the your religious places. I don't know which ones it's speaking about, but Calvary University. Again, we have the curse of pedophilia finds those places. Also, car accidents. Heal car accidents. You'll need somebody important out of work for 2 years, or for good. I have to go back the way I just came in. Again, a bluish white light. So what's happening is when you're awake and God sends spiritual beings, some of those are extraterrestrial. Hey, it's Mike. Mike, you got it. I got it. Oh, that was a carcass. Okay. I don't think it's a person. It looks like an animal. Let me think. I think. Okay, yeah, being run down on a highway again. That could be with. It says dozer days, but it looked like it said boozer days. So, thank you, Larry. Maybe I should go back and make sure it's an animal. I don't think it was. Right. I think somebody would already called. Right. It's been there all a while. Thank you. So again, being hit by a vehicle. So you're being cursed. You're absorbing curses. When you're in the government, you're an honest person. You're just absorbing curses all day because you're the protector of the people. Right. So that's why you need to be awake. When you're not awake, and you're in trouble. So get your kicks on Route 66 Dollar General. All right. Again, I think that one might be a sexual. Looks like truck stop. Truck stop. Prostitution, human trafficking, or sexual trafficking. Again, these are possessions of the mind. That's the only way that they happen. Especially when somebody in your entity sells out and becomes a witch and a physical spy in reality. They don't want to call it that. Well, they have a clique of people that's empowered by an evil system that's probably financed by Russia somewhere along the way, or China, or someone else. That's the best way to take out a government. Just empower. All right, so I got to remember how to get out of here. I'm not sure what and where. I'll have to see this when I get back home because I don't know where I'm at. I don't know how. So I can get around this circle, right or no? Yeah, I can. I can. They just call it a reading. New Agers call it a reading. 100%. Joplin's in the Bible. No, Jop is in the Bible. What's Joplin? Where does Joplin originate? Okay, yeah, sexual, and mostly it looks like it's. I can't even remember where I turned here. It may have been that road. I don't know. Let me give it a little bit more. It may have been again gay, sexual, but like kind of out there. I mean, if that's the world, fine, but it looks like it's all uh, what do they call that? Possession. We deliver cannabis. Okay, redefine healing, ranch hand. So all looks good, extreme. Right. Okay, this is where I came in, I think. Or maybe not. I think this is it. I'm just going to go this way anyway. So these neighborhoods in here are very important because God will put people around facilities that actually are very important, maybe even more important than the people that got into the agencies. So I can't tell where I'm at here, but I'm going to go this way. I'm going to have to get out of here soon. I'll have to get on my GPS soon. I'm going to go a little bit further, see if I see anything. All right, is that some popo or just like Christmas lights? That's Christmas or Halloween lights or whatever. Okay. Con West. I can feel it again. Yeah, it's messed up in here. I don't know. I sometimes just enough to make you feel screwed up and be manipulatable. All right, something's up this way. No, I can feel it in this community. It's right, gospel fellowship. All right, what we got here? Yeah, these red lights blinking means Satan. Sometimes red blinking lights are a sign of demon eyes watching. Can I go this way? Is it one way or is it two way? I guess. Oh shit! This motorcycle. Yeah, it's screwed up in here. You got on right here. What? Seventh and Main. It could be emanating from the National Security Center. I don't know. But it could be a satellite beaming into your workspace and just enough to set you on edge. So if they relieve, like, let's say you go out and drink. Now you think it's the alcohol, but when you start drinking alcohol, they may remove that feeling, even though it's real light. It still makes you feel all day. So your body's learning to drink to relieve it. It could be just light direct energy from a satellite put up there by Elon Musk. or somebody else. Mm. Whereas another person, they might go to church and they do that to them because they're trying to elevate their status because they're a jerk or something, and they're trying to make them big in the government. 100%. All right, I have to get on my freaking thing. What is this? Kenny's Tile. This is neat in here. I like it. This reminds me of Fort Leonard Wood, cliff climbing and all that. I had the worst. I was asleep though. How did I even make it? I had the worst time on the cliffs. I had hornets attacking me, and you can't let go. Oh, shit. I guess it's not that hilly here. It just looked like it was. Oh, geez. Okay, heal this. Yeah, this whole area has got something going on. I don't know how far I am from it. I have no clue. But I got to hit my whatchamacallit soon. It should take me by it. I hope. So what happens is if you have state police, this is what was supposed to happen. I don't know what nothing's happening really, right? But if you had state police and they would let me heal this guy on his bike. Oh, thank you, Larry. A little dark road for this guy to be on a bike. He's actually walking it, so I think he knows it's unsafe. 100%. Thank you, Larry. But if you had state police and we were supposed to know this stuff by this time period, right? And then they would patrol, like state police would come back here and patrol, and they would start healing all these communities. Uh, or the sheriff, whatever it is. 100%. Yeah, they killed the ministry before it ever began. All right, I'm here somewhere on Ridge Road here. Well, a big part of it is, it's the National Security Center. Like, you gotta keep those places healed. There is no outlet again. It's possibly Satan just trying to discourage the healing effort. So again, and it would actually wake a lot of people up so they would believe. Right. Again, I didn't see and I believed. Jesus, when I woke up, because I didn't know what anything was, and then I woke up and then Jesus said, you didn't see and you believed. You didn't see anything. You didn't even know anything or see anything. Again, those that Jesus spoke about were just kind of a neutral thing. Like they could actually be seers, and trying to figure what's going on here. I'm somewhere, but I don't know where. I get you guys soon. This is my monthly allotment for healing. Payback for my retirement, which I don't have to do. Obviously, they owe me millions. What's that? Thank you, Larry. But I didn't see anything. Like my kids said stuff, and it was obvious they saw something. But I didn't know that's what it was. I thought it was funny, just weird. Again, same thing as coworkers. I thought what they said was funny and weird, but they were seers. Hmm. Well, the Dead Sea Scrolls speaks about somebody like me. I don't know if it's me. Maybe somebody was in that time period, but I carried what is it? The kidney bean mark on my head. It's real light, but it's there. 100%. Had it tested. It's not cancerous. One that knew nothing until he knew the three books. Again, the three books concept guy can repeat. Again, the Torah, the New Testament, and the Koran. Thank you, Larry. So I imagine this community where I'm at here at State Line Road and all that. Okay, I know where I'm at now, I think. I imagine some of those people live over here. Right. So again, I guess that's some of the people that are being investigated. No, we can't be what you became, all of you. No way. Because to protect something, you destroy everything else. Because that wouldn't exist if you. Again, the opposite of healing. Again, it's only healing and unhealed. I know where I'm at now. God brought me back around. 100%. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, bro. No, what happened is it comes up as like clicks in government. That's where it was kind of put, but it's not. It's foreign governments funded and elevated certain employees. It's not traditional spying, but it manipulates the government. I think they're sent messaging somehow. Again, there is the inside. So if you're, you can worship a foreign government. Inside. You can worship Trump. Inside. There's Target. So Target was the queue. I came into this area. I mean, I've been here a million times and it wasn't a queue, but this time it was. So you got demon eyes watching you. Could be United States citizens, could be your coworkers, could be foreigners. Somewhere along the line, it's probably foreigners. Oh my gosh. Hostile takeover happens all the time. In government, they just look at it as another clique, taking over. But again, where are their allegiance? But you're being cursed too. And the thing is, they'll hire people within your workplace to do it. And it could be private entities like private eyes and billionaires. They're paranoid people, man. They want to own everything so they don't go to prison for all the crimes they committed. Thank you, Larry. Okay, Pawnee came up again. Okay, let's heal the Pawnee Nation. The Pawnee schools. See, that's part of the rocks themselves, crying out and singing or whatever, the scripture says there. I don't go by the schools, but now I still see the messaging, right? Because the schools were up north, right? In Lenox and Northern Overland Park and Shawnee. But now there's a connection in my mind that God built. Fontana's in California. I don't know anything there. It doesn't look anything. Like, this is the weird part. So when I was a kid, I'd go to the doctor's office with my mother, and I'd look at that hide and seek stuff and all the different little weird games in those in those children's books, right, or magazines. It never meant anything to me. I never get anywhere with it. It just was like, duh. But I just like looked at it. But inside, it was always moving. And so when I woke up, it was all there. Everything I worked for when I was a child that I should have had when I was 7. Thank you, Larry. So again, at this point, my subconscious mind is smaller and my conscious mind is larger. Whereas before, I everything was just everything was subconscious. I wasn't nothing was happening too much on the surface until I woke up. But I guess there are times you could look at my life when I was waking up, right, and then Satan took it down again. And at times there are physical beings involved. My goodness. That was interesting. Yeah, I don't feel it over here. I mean, it's not 100% here. Not as nice as it was down by that post office in that area down south. 100%. Yeah, so I don't know if you do that. Yeah, I would scan that place and scan the community around it, and just be very, very grateful for people that are in the community around you. So you may want to do a community outreach. Thank the community for hosting your center. Right. Thank you, Larry. Maybe help a few families. Again, I can tell people everything they ever were, including things they don't know. Because God, again, I can't do that. That's the funny part. I always tell everybody, it's God, it's not me. Like when they thank me, oh, thank you for doing this for me. I said, no, it's God. I can't do this without God. Remember, it's always God, which is really a great outreach tool. That's why Satan hates me. You just tell people it's God, it's not me. I'm just here because God put me here to do this. Verizon actually fell. It used to be called Very Zion. That's how God marked it for a season. But again, we speak about marks. Mark of the beast. That's God marks things everywhere, and Satan does also to confuse us. Thank you, bro. Now, how did I get through this? How did this happen? They cursed me from painting my project. I bought the matte color, and it cursed me from painting it matte color. So God took that opportunity to send me over there and see that center, the campus there. Use their power to keep me away from my own home, or anti-power. So again, Rut, whatever his name, Rutley. I don't know his name, but that guy, because I never knew his name. I just knew those people. I was part of that operation with the Coast Guard and all that. Right. But yet, there's people out there, and they have maybe in their subconscious that they don't know that they're actually working with that national security campus. Hmm. Sometimes it's military veterans, because that's where their heart is. So even though they're not in, they're there. I told I used to tell people when I woke up, I said, I thank you for your service, great. Thank you for being a marshal, it's great. But every time I did anything in government, there's 10 other citizens that go with me. I can't do it by myself. 100%. Again, of course, God's there too, but that's how it works. 100%. That's why it's very important to keep the citizens in, not to lord over them and try to oppress them. Again, lord over, when I use it, you're thinking that you're God and playing God in their lives. 100%. That's the original meaning of that. 100%. And again, people that are not citizens also. Thank you, Larry. Satan hated me for that one. Government people hated me for it too. They love being worshipped. Oh yes, worship me. Worship us. Yes, we're wonderful. All right, Sonic is coming up. So again, I scan that place. I scan the community. Thank you, Larry. Again, there's so many ways to use that type of whatever energy. Again, positive ions, negative ions. That's a very basic form of energy, but it does affect us. And I'm not lying. The people that I speak about are altering people's brain waves. They altered Hamas's brain waves into that stuff. Very sick what they do. The whole thing is like every year with God, it's like, okay, hopefully next year we're in we're in the Holy Land, in Israel. But I don't even want to go there. It's a mess. 100%. Well, it's like maybe next year this won't be happening again. I watch my body and my mind and my life degrade. 100%. And so did God. Well, that's so funny. It's a cough. It's a tail light. I've been with these people over at the golf course, but I don't know what what we do together. I'm restricted from that knowledge. I think Satan could read it probably. 100%. All right, that was one on Hades of a ride. Okay, Larry. It's telling me to go up this way first. Thank you, Larry. Well, I was supposed to be here like 10 years ago. 100%. Is all it needed was to get into a place like this. But again, it's at this point it's insufficient. I want my $1 million. Thank you, Larry. Well, it's proving a lot of other things. Let me heal this lady. Heal in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Larry. I think it's the lady that showed me how to use the trash compactor thing. Thank you, Larry. She actually touched her glasses before she stepped in the street next to my vehicle. Yeah, people don't know. I didn't even know what I was doing. When I woke up, I realized hand gestures, things like that. And then I told you the pastor's daughter-in-law started speaking about my hand gestures. But the pastor was a son of a bitch. He was part of the deep state. 100%. And God said, get away from. Again, I've gone through place after place after place, spiritual place, and they all failed. And God said, go. Get away from them. So your people are again, they could have power and money, so it could keep them above it. But why? It still degrades the life. It degrades the work. So you need to keep your people healed, keep your campuses healed. Then look for physical energy changes. Again, you could that's a possibility. You can go out there with positive ion and negative ion detectors if they exist. I think they do. All right, and look to see if somebody's manipulating your ions. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God.